the man with the mirror that never lied. He came into a crowd that already agreed with itself, men shoulder to shoulder, certain they were right. Certain the country, the culture, and even God himself were standing behind them, nodding along. They didn't feel wicked. They felt approved. Then this man who carried no sign, no slogan, no weapon, only a mirror, plain glass, held steady, not raised in anger, not tilted to blind, just high enough for a man to see himself with no lie, no excuse. The first to step forward was loud and confident, a man of money, power, and appetite. He spoke of winning, of deals, of being untouchable. The crowd knew his type. They had defended him many times before. The mirror showed a different ledger than that. Girls traded like currency in this man's life. Silence bought with threats. Truth buried under wealth and loyalty. Not strength, but hunger, lust. Not leadership, usury, and control. The crowd shouted this mirror down. They called it politics, partisan. They called it a setup and fake news. They said the past didn't matter if the present felt good. Then a second man stepped up with his chest puffed out, a flag in his voice, a gun on each side. He talked about standing his ground, about rights written in stone, about God and country being on his side. The mirror did not argue the law. It showed a better example. A man in that mirror, beaten, unarmed, powerful yet restrained, even angels at his side. Not because he lacked strength, but because he refused to take a life. The second man saw it and stiffened. Pugh! This was not the God he had been sold. This was the second commandment, standing above and destroying the Second Amendment. He stepped back angrily, calling restraint weakness, pounding his fist, calling mercy surrender. The third man did not want to look long. His eyes slid away even as he smirked and smiled. Boys just want to have fun. He spoke of choice and freedom, of desire as something natural and harmless. But the mirror showed what was missing. Small bodies, aborted, discarded. Lives ended because they were inconvenient to this man. Women used and left empty. Pleasure protected, responsibility erased. The crowd shifted. This was getting more uncomfortable. But still they agreed with each other. Agreement is a powerful drug. They turned on the man with the mirror. It must be his fault, not because he lied, but because he would not agree with their lies. They called him dangerous. They said he divided people. They said truth like this will tear this country apart. So they struck him down where everyone could see, not in secret, in daylight, with everyone's approval. One man in the crowd did not cheer. He watched the blood hit the ground and felt the future close in on itself. He saw where this road was ending, not in victory, but in betrayal and waste and violence eating its own countrymen. He quickly knelt down beside the dying man and asked quietly, "How do I leave this life that they live? I'm so much like them. How do I stop becoming just what I saw?" The man in the mirror could barely breathe now. He pressed a worn New Testament into his hand. "Find the real Jesus, not the one sold for profit. not the one who blesses power and excuses sin. Read and follow the Jesus of the Bible, and he will help you by the power of the Holy Spirit." Then he died. The crowd went home. The square was quickly washed, and the story was made super small. But one man walked away carrying a book, and the mirror at last had done its work. The crowd kept its comfort. One man kept the truth.